what are the limits to a president doing what he or she says, this is an emergency, we need to do this? Where are the limits out there? How quickly can they act? Could they act? I mean, what's out there?
I mean, I think the problem is these statutes don't have time limits, right? They just say the president can do something when there's an emergency and there's no time limit. And to go back to Philip's point, of course they can respond 60 days, 6 months later, and if they haven't, there's no reason for the emergency to continue. I think what Congress ought to do is it ought to say all these emergency declarations last no more than 6 months. And then the Congress will decide whether they ought to continue or not. And when there's a real emergency, Congress presumably will act. And when there isn't, the policy will no longer apply. And I think the problem is that we have emergencies from 40 years ago, right? So it's not, it's.
What do you mean from 40 years?
There's some declaration made 40 years ago and no president ever undoes it.
Yeah, of the 69 uses of IEPA since 1977, 39 are still active.
President Carter's declaration, I think, during the hostage event.
It's still
in effect.
Right.
Is that the way we should be doing business?
No, I think size, right?
There's no reason why it can't be time limited, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no reason why Congress, I mean, you could even say, look, it's, 6 months after Congress first, comes back into existence, the emergency ceases, right? So if for some reason Congress can't meet, then that's taken care of.
No one in Congress even challenged a presidential IEPA emergency until 2023.
Why
So
is
from
that?
77 to, because I think the uses of the emergency power were generally Congress said, you're right, this is a problem. And so they didn't challenge. It was only in 2023 a challenge for one of the Biden administration's actions that started Congress saying, wait a minute, the statute gives us the ability to challenge. We've done about 5 challenges thus far in this year, and I think I have about 9 queued up for floor action in October, challenges to emergency actions of the president. And I'm not expecting to win them ultimately in the House, and certainly not at a veto-proof majority, but I am forcing people who are saying, man, I wouldn't have done that. I'm concerned about that. Well, okay, then vote on it and tell your constituents whether or not you agree with it or not.